right. We figured we might as well just create an ambiance.
Yeah.
Anna, doesn't this remind you of being around the campfire?
It does. It smells like being around the campfire. Yeah. The smoke isn't hurting my eyes, though, which is a nice benefit.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And we're not setting off any sprinklers or alarms, which is good.
That's good.
Because it's actually a cold smoke that is used with the Breville Smoking Gun. Mm-hmm. So today, that's what we're focusing on, friends. How do you elevate your holiday parties? This is how you do it. You smoke. So today we're showing off some smoked cheese, and I'll just pop my hose here out of the cloche. Mm-hmm. This is our model that comes with the cloche included, and it's really cool because if you noticed, it's got a little spout here where the hose goes in nicely, so you can smoke directly into your cloche without having to do any weird fandangling. And then when you're done and you pop that out, it actually seals it so you don't have smoke dissipating. And I'm leaving this trapped for now for a reason. It's because I want the cheese and the meats to actually get the smoke flavor. So you're not doing any of the cooking with the smoke. This is for a pre-smoke or a post-smoke on your foods, your drinks, your desserts. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had smoked ice cream?
No.
That is good. And it doesn't do any heating up. I don't think anyone can smoke their ice cream in a traditional smoker. No. It would just turn into like ice cream soup. Yeah, it would be weird. So, as you can see, I literally just popped a little pinch. You maybe didn't see it if you're just joining us. I popped a pinch of wood chips into my holder. I'm just going to dump out what already got smoked. So this is the actual holder for your wood chips, and it has a screen in the bottom that can pop out and is easily cleaned, or we've got replacement screens if this ever gets really clogged and you can't smoke anymore, then you've got replacement screens. You also get 2 little wood chip containers, and I have to admit these last a long time because you're only using a pinch of wood chips at a time, maybe 2, and you can mix and match if you want to get a variety of smokiness. But you get started with hickory and applewood, which are 2 of our favorites. And I find applewood I like to use on cheeses as well, but anything dessert like or sweet.
Nice.
If I'm smoking marmalade, for example, we could smoke the marmalade if we wanted to, or any jam. You could smoke sugar, and you can have a beautifully rimmed glass with smoked sugar around the rim for your cocktails.
Lovely.
When I say elevate your holiday party experience, I'm not kidding. Like, you're gonna really shock people. So let's reveal what we have under our cloche. We got some cheese. We have some prosciutto. Oh, the smell. I'm gonna go home smelling like a campfire.
That's one of my favorite
smells. It's gonna be great. It is. It reminds me of being a kid, having those happy times when life was so simple. Do you remember those days? It's a long time ago. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to smoke each one of these glasses because they both don't fit under the cloche. So I am doing this because I want the salt, the Caesar salt rim, to be infused with smoke, as well as I'm going to smoke right into the cocktail shaker. You're going to see me smoking here. I'm going to shake it up. So pick one. We've got 4 different options. Which would you like me to smoke for you?
Cherry wood.
Oh, all right. So these are fantastic, and I'm going to tell you right now, when you get these, you're going to go like this, and you're going to go, I think my wood chips are defective. They're not, I promise. You're not going to smell anything until you're actually smoking, until you're actually burning the wood chips. Now, if you want to just get in tight here, you can see that's about as much as I'm using.
Oh, so like a quarter of a teaspoon, maybe.
Maybe. Even less than that, I would say. Probably an eighth of a teaspoon. Literally just to cover the screen inside the holder, that's enough. Okay. So you like cherry wood. I like mesquite with my Caesar. And it's a virgin Caesar. It's not that kind of holiday party here in the Breville office. Let's get my fire. You need fire.
Ben's watching from Barrie.
Hey, Ben, welcome.
So I noticed you turned it on before you lit the wood.
I get it started ahead of time. just so that it's already drawing it's creating like a vacuum. So essentially what's happening is once it's on, I'm not fiddling with that while I'm getting the fire going.
Right.
And then as soon as I light the wood chips, it's sucking the smoke from the wood chips directly through the hose into the cloche, which is fantastic. And as you can see, I'm doing it right on the counter.
Nice.
You don't have to have it in a special container. Right. You could do it right on your charcuterie board, which is a really cool way, again, to elevate your holiday party experience. So I will leave that in here. And actually, I just realized I probably should have brought extra cloches, because then I could steal the one on display, but no, the one on display is not to be used. It's just for the purpose of the beauty of the Breville test kitchen. You might notice I also have popcorn here in a bowl, so you could do snacks.
I love that.
Anything with fat or sugar content, that's what the smoke sticks to most. So I love our boxes. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on any of our Bamboozer lives before, but with Breville boxes, aside from them just being beautiful, they're chock full of info on the back side of them. So you can see some of the things that you can do with the smoking gun. And it also shows you what is included with your package. This is battery operated. It does not need to be plugged in. So you could take this anywhere. It fits in your cute little box. The recipe cards come with it in English and French.
Yeah, check out all these recipe cards.
And like I said, you do get your 2 wood chips as well. This 4-pack that I have been picking from back here, this is an added accessory that you can purchase. And these wood chips will literally last you for the rest of your life. The smoking gun, you likely will never run out of these, because again, you're only using a pinch at a time, or a pinch and a half, and you get a full canister of wood chips every time.
We got lots of viewers now. We had Jenna came in here.
Hey, Jenna.
And Jay Pizzle saying they're going to smoke whiskey.
Yeah.
All right.
They can't wait to see how the machine
Jay
works.
Pizzle, I'm coming over for a glass of smoked whiskey. There's actually a really delicious recipe. I think it's one of the ones in here. The smoking sidecar.
Ooh.
The smoking gun. Smoking sidecar? Yeah, the smoking. Hold on. Smoking in the sidecar. That's what it's called. I might have had one too many of these. No, I didn't. Not yet. But this is such a delicious drink, and you follow the instructions on the back, and you, again, are going to elevate your holiday party experience, any party experience. But right now we're in the midst of the holidays, so we're focused on that. So now, just for the purpose of time, we're just going to do one of these. And I want to show you, where do I want to put you? Because I don't want to smoke anything else with the cloche, not yet. So I'm going to show you how I smoke into my cocktail shaker. I actually just realized I didn't leave a lot of space in there for the smoke. So I might pour out some of my paws.
So as you can see, there's saran wrap over the popcorn. Carolyn's going to smoke into the shaker. So you can use all sorts of containers, not just the cloche, but the cloche is super convenient because it has that opening on the side that seals the smoke in.
Exactly. Any vessel that closes, essentially. And if it doesn't close, you use cling wrap.
Beautiful.
I like cling wrap just because I can see how much smoke is actually going in. Anything with a opaque or not clear container lid, just make sure you can see that you've got enough smoke inside your vessel. So again, just to point to the front here, you can see how they're smoking into just underneath the cling wrap into the vessel with the ribs. And I told you, pre and post. So what I like to do when I do any meats like ribs, pulled pork, we did pulled chicken sliders once. It was ridiculous. I smoked the barbecue sauce. I smoked the chicken inside the not crock pot, not that, I still call it that.
I do too.
The slow cooker.
Yeah.
You have to train your brain not to call it by brand. you smoke directly into the pressure cooker, and then after it's smoked, you put all the little sliders on your board, and then you can either use a cloche or you can cover it with anything, basically. And we smoked all of the individual sliders afterwards. So it was basically like triple or quadruple smoked. So good. So delicious. So nice. Smoking.
Asking if this is a new Breville product. Sorry.
No, Liz, this isn't. The smoking gun has been around for a while, but the combo pack with the cloche is new. So this is exciting because we didn't have this back when we first launched the smoking gun, and I was smoking popcorn like it was nobody's business. And of course the Caesars, which are delicious. So what am I using? Mesquite. No, did you say you wanted cherry wood?
But we could use mesquite in the.
You wanted it.
Why not?
You want to mix it up?
Yeah.
I like your style, Anna.
An interesting note about the cloche: it's only available with the smoking gun. You can't buy it separately. No. So if you're thinking about getting the smoking gun and maybe buying the cloche later, seeing if you like it, no, you got to buy them together.
I'm so glad you told them that, because then they'd be disappointed. Yeah. We don't want you guys to be disappointed. So now this, obviously, I don't have a way to put the hose into this other than literally to just go like this. So we're going to go this way. This is where it gets tricky, and you see why I have to turn it on first. Wow. I only have 2 hands.
But the base is really stable, so you can just set it there.
Totally. And again, simple. You don't need a lot in there. So I just turn that off, close it, and shake up with the smoke. This is just fun. And you got smoke all around you.
And this is a great option for anyone, but also especially if you're in an apartment. Like, I wouldn't be able to have a smoker where I live, so I really miss out on having smoked foods at home. But with this, it's really easy to put it to any food I want.
Exactly. So now I like to show this off. You don't have to do this, but I like to, just because why not?
It's just so fun.
Right? And then we pour this into our smoked glass. And we smoke it again. Like, I'm not kidding when I say triple smoked. And then Anna's going to taste it, and she's going to tell you how it tastes.
I'm so excited.
You're just going to say it's delicious no matter what, right?
Yes.
No, it's so good. So delicious.
Yeah.
And you can see how easy it is to empty this out. I'm literally just dumping them out like that. You could totally rinse it underneath the sink, but if you're smoking one thing after another, there's no sense in constantly rinsing it. And plus, if the screen is wet, you're going to find it very difficult to light your wood chips properly. So let's do something different. We did cherry wood, we did mesquite, let's do hickory.
Why not?
Triple wood chip, smoked Caesars.
And this is a damp paper towel, right?
It is. Yeah, just in case any of the wood chips still are glowing. Mm-hmm. We don't want to cause any burned issues on your little fingers. And this, I get this question a lot. This lighter does not come with the smoking gun. I know it looks like it should, right? Because it's like the same color. Mm-hmm. No, this is from your local dollar store. Most people have some way of producing fire, so we didn't include that with the smoking gun. But you do get the batteries included with this.
That's nice.
Batteries are included. Not the not included. I hated that when I'd get a toy. Yeah. Batteries not included.
You have to find
the first thing you want to do is use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when they have like the harder to find wash batteries.
Exactly.
Or weird shaped batteries.
So now while that's in the cloche, and see, you're going to see when I dump these out, they're still kind of glowing. That's why I have my wet towel. And sometimes I even clean off the bottom. All of this is normal. The wood chips, they produce that sappiness naturally, so it will get sticky. Don't ever submerge this underwater at all. When you go to clean this out, I'll just pop that out again. You could just use a towel in there to clean any of that residue. Okay. And this is what you would actually rinse under the tap.
So that's the only part that you really have to clean with soap and water.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And even the hose, it can get a little sticky from the smoke as well. So you can just clean the tips You can even use a little Q-tip in the actual hose itself. So now...
And Rick is asking, how long do you have to smoke in order to taste it in your food?
That's a great question. So you notice how I'm just leaving this under the cloche. If I'm revealing, I tend to have smoked it earlier, then I double smoke it. Especially with cheese, I find that it really tastes good to smoke it a couple of times. I've also noticed, which is odd, that if I've smoked cheese, the next day it's even smokier. So it's almost like the smoke continues to do its thing to the cheese. I don't know why, but it does. Smoked meats too. So that's why we have the smoked meats on the board. You could smoke the marmalade and the salami. You could smoke the pancetta. You could smoke everything. Literally. Just don't smoke yourself, because you're going to smell like you just came out of a campfire. So now the applewood is the only ones we haven't used. So let's use that with my popcorn.
Mike is asking if this would set off the smoke alarm in their house.
Great question, Mike. Like I said at the beginning, you may not have been with us. This is cold smoke, so it will not. It does not produce heat when it's smoking. The only heat happens in here, and it's drawing the smoke out as opposed to blowing it out where the actual heat is coming from. So you never have to worry about setting off an alarm. When I would demo this in stores, I would literally be standing under a sprinkler just to prove my point, because people didn't believe me. So I'd take the hose and blow it at the sprinkler, just for fun.
So kind of like just lighting a candle in your house.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to look at it. So we'll turn this on. And you see how fast this is? Now, I love to do this because shake it with the smoke. This is really fun during Halloween.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Because you can have the popcorn billowing. You can have smoke going everywhere during Halloween. Who needs a dry ice machine when you have the smoking gun? Right? So I like to shake it up just so that the smoke touches all the pieces of popcorn. And again, buttered popcorn, the fat on the popcorn is what the smoke will stick to. So for anyone who wasn't with us at the beginning, this is a pre and post smoking process. The machine does not need to be plugged in. It's run by batteries, which are included. The smoking gun with cloche is a beautiful pack to get, and I highly recommend adding the 4-pack of wood chips so you have the different types of flavors, okay? Because you only get one little applewood and one little hickory. That, if you're smoking like, I don't know, every weekend to entertain right now, these will probably last you through the holidays, and that's it, because you're going to be smoking a lot when you get this. You're going to want to play, smoke everything. Okay, so here's the popcorn. So back to the question about how long. I kind of wait to see the smoke dissipate. As soon as I see that it's dissipated, all right, then I...
Beautiful.
Yeah. Taste and enjoy.
Okay, thank you.
This is for Anna. This is a virgin Caesar, so she's not going to be as excited about it. I'm just kidding.
It smells incredible, first of all.
Well, I love clamato, so... we didn't give you any garnish. An extreme bean.
Cool.
Right?
It's not overpowering.
Nope.
It's so nice.
Yeah. It's just a little hint of smoke. So you're not like, because there are a lot of people who say, I don't like that intense smokiness. Or they don't like that, there's almost like a chemical aftertaste when you get smoked cheese sometimes. I don't know what it is about smoked cheese that it can be that way, but you never get that with the smoked cheese. Let's taste a piece of cheese. Parmesan is one of my favorites. I love that it's just that little bit.
Just a nice,
but
subtle...
you get it. It's subtle and it's delicious. One piece of cheese? No, sorry. I wish you were here with us. I always say that. I'm so bad. I'm not nice to our viewers. Hey, if you came here, I'd feed you. It's the Italian in me. I can't help it. Any other questions, my friends, in the chat? I think we have some polls that we've popped in there. I'm curious to know what the results are.
Jay Pizzle was saying they never thought of smoked popcorn before. So
right?
That's a good idea.
Speaking of, you gotta taste this. Because you were like, smoke popcorn. I said, yeah. This is what we used to demo all the time when we first released this. It's the easiest thing to demo, too. And when I say demo, I mean for you two at home. You show this off, you smoke popcorn. I used to bring this with me to friends' houses. So they'd have their charcuterie set up, and I'd smoke their cheese and their meats. And I'd smoke popcorn.
That's
Dale
so fun.
asking, can you use the same wood chips that I would use in a smoker?
That's a great question. So Dale, if your wood chips are teeny tiny itty bitty like this,
Like maybe even they were asking, we could even ask about pellets as well too. Would the pellets work?
we've never tried with the pellets. Just bear in mind anything that could clog up your screen or ruin your screen, you're going to have to replace your screens way more often. So just bear in mind anything that can sit on this screen to cover this surface area. It's the size of a dime. Yeah, go right ahead. If you got little wood chips, go for it. But why would you when we give you beautiful wood chips already done like this?
Yvonne's asking,
These
can
beautiful
you
little
change
canisters.
the intensity of the smoke?
So there are two levels. There's high and low. I use it on high just because that's what I'm used to. Is that a good answer? That's what I'm used to.
And also probably the amount of time that you let it sit would change the intensity of the flavor as well.
For sure. And again, like I said, the longer you leave the smoke with your foods and drinks and desserts, the longer it will actually, like the more intense the flavor will be. Right? Like I only smoked the popcorn once. It's not that intense. I'd smoke it again. But for you, did you like the popcorn?
I liked it. It was nice and subtle.
Super
like I don't
subtle.
necessarily like a face hit of smoke. I like a nice subtle flavor, especially when I'm having different things that have been smoked.
Exactly. You want to still be able to taste the thing that you're eating or drinking, right? So why would you just want to be eating smoke? If that's the case, put this nozzle in your mouth. No, don't do that. But yeah, no, you can smoke it to the intensity of your liking. However long you want to leave it, go for it. But again, try doing it in your pressure cooker if you have one. Breville has one, by the way. It is the fast, slow go, and that thing is so cool. I make yogurt in there all the time. I've never smoked yogurt.
Oh.
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. Like a smoked vanilla.
Yeah, smoked ricotta. Oh boy.
Oh.
That is good.
That would be good.
Oh, so delicious. So that is pretty much all I have to tell you, my friends, other than go and get one now because they're going to sell out. People, I'm not kidding, during holiday time when I show this product, they're like, wait, it's only that much, and I get a beautiful cloche, and it's run on batteries so I can take it anywhere I want. Yeah, you can. Go get it. It is $189.99 with the cloche. Yeah. It does sell separately without the cloche. If you're like, nah, I don't really think I need this, you don't have to have this. But remember, if you buy this without the cloche, you can't get this separately. Cannot. No. You have to get this as a bundle in order to get this beautiful, specifically designed cloche with the hole for the nozzle for the smoking gun.
That closes automatically.
On sale today at TA for $149.
Oh, and TA has it on sale for $149.99. Sales are in abundance.
$129 for $99.99.
Okay, so the smoking gun on its own is regularly $129.99, and it's on for $99.99 right now. Okay, and the wood chips are... We're about to find out for you, my friends.
Are $34.99 on sale for $27.
$34.99, and they're on sale for $27.99. All right, so there you go.
The perfect time to buy.
Perfect time. Get your smoking gun with cloche and your wood chips, and go crazy. Have fun. Enjoy the holidays. We wish you a happy holidays. We hope you have a wonderful time this year. Now we can finally start to get back to normal just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You know?
We can start having our
so
holiday
that's
parties.
why we want you to get back into the swing with a little elevated experience. All right?
And join us next week because we have another week of holiday gift ideas for you in store.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.